create a strong opening and conclusion.
Very good. Thank you, sir. The title of Lynn's speech is White Go-Go Boots and Fishnet Stockings.
Well, I'm not starting quite yet, but I just wanted to say I'm really reaching out of my comfort zone, and I'm really nervous because I brought no notes.
All right. Good for you.
So, I hope you will evaluate me well, because I really want to be a good speaker, so be honest and open. I appreciate all your, that's all my way of trying to get rid of my thoughts. Because not having notes is a really big crutch for me, so I need to let go of a crutch. All right, I'll wait for one. Steve, are you ready?
Yes, you're taping.
Okay. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. We have here this morning. I think there's still another guest there. As you heard, the title of my speech is White Go-Go Boots and Fishnet Stockings. Now, for some of you who are in my age range, you might remember white go-go boots, and you might also remember fishnet stockings. So how did I come to talk about this today? Is that I have been thinking a lot about, over the last number of years, how do we bring into our lives things that we really want to have? How do we create and manifest it? So I've read lots of different people, I've heard a lot of different speakers all talk about this idea of having a vision of what you want, of attracting it to yourself. One quote that comes to mind is, where you focus is where you go. Another quote that I've heard and repeated, but I can't remember who was the originator, is, what you can conceive of, believe in, you can achieve. I thought, that all sounds great, and I've certainly achieved things, but what really are the factors that can make me really bring things into my life that I want more quickly, easily, effortlessly? So with the background of all the teachers I'd heard and all the speakers I've heard and all the things I'd read, I began reflecting upon, well, when did I get things in my life that I really wanted? So I remembered Christmas in my teens, when my sister and I really wanted white go-go boots and fishnet stockings. So we had seen the picture on the album of Nancy Sinatra's album, where she sung that song, "These Boots Are Made for Walking." How many of you remember that song? For those of you who don't, you can go to iTunes and listen to it. And on her album cover, she was in this very pretty white, slim, short dress. We called them mini skirts at that time. And she had on white go-go boots. And what teenager didn't want to look like Nancy Sinatra? Especially if you were going to school in the winter in Connecticut. However, my sister and I just talked about it so much. We wanted white go-go boots, we wanted fishnet stockings, we put it on our Christmas list. We just were really excited and jazzed about how it would be to go to school and have these items and feel like social princesses. So we got our white go-go boots and fishnet stockings. And I thought about this as I reflected back in time. I thought, well, what was different then than maybe sometimes that I wanted things now? So then I thought of another time, much more recent, when I got something very quickly that I wanted. It was kind of unexpected, but I also looked at what were my thought patterns that made this happen. So in 2006, I decided I wanted a Thunderbird convertible. And you might have seen it in the parking lot. I'd always have very practical cars because I had dogs and I like to do projects and I like to haul things around. But at that time I said, I really want to have a car that I can just have fun in, that would be fun to drive, that I could enjoy. And I had seen and had a friend who had a Thunderbird convertible. They were doing these retro-looking ones back to the earlier days. And I found out it not only had a convertible, but it had a hardtop with those little round windows on the side. So I was researching online and I said, I want that color and I want the two-tone leather interior that has the turquoise and the black, and the color was turquoise. I only made it in 2002. And that particular color that I wanted, I said, I'm going to get that car and I'm going to start looking around for one. I was just very excited about it. I shared it with my boyfriend at the time, who's now my husband, and I was telling him all about the car. Lo and behold, within 2 days of me telling him, he found the car in Arizona. It was in beautiful condition for 2002, very low mileage, great price. He bought it for me, brought it to this wonderful reveal that he did, how he shared it with me, and I was just in awe that I had this car. And I said, why did you do that? He goes, because I never saw you so excited about hunting something for that was really truly for yourself. So I thought back and I said, well, how did that happen so quickly? And I finally stumbled upon the major factor for me, which was with the white go-go boots and fishnet stockings. I never thought about, it never even occurred to me to think I wouldn't get them. I never said to myself, oh, how often will it be if I don't get them, I'm going to go to school, I'll be a social outcast. Never occurred to me. I just thought about getting them. I didn't think, well, what if I don't get them for Christmas? I never thought about not getting them. Same with the Thunderbird. Even though had I continued to think about it beyond those 2 days, I might have started thinking, well, it's too much money, I don't really need it now. My practical mind might have come in, my logical whatever, and discouraged me, and I probably wouldn't have done it, but I didn't have enough time because something happened that put an energy in motion, and I got it. It was so exciting. So for me, as I've been thinking about how to bring into my life what I need, stumbling upon this for myself, this factor, has really changed me. So I encourage all of you, if there's something that you want in your life, like white go-go boots and fishnet stockings, or something else, that you think about it, feel it, get excited about having it, live your life as if it's already there, and wrap it in a box, and put it under the Christmas tree in your heart, and allow it to come into your life without any thoughts to the contrary. I'd like to leave you with that.
And our evaluator on that is going to be George.
Guess I think the white go-go boots and silk and fishnet stockings really got our attention, especially the men. They're always looking up. And I think maybe if you had